you guys remember this old, I think this was a 40 Ford? Forget what it was. Anyway, the old radio that I put some caps in before, but the power switch was bad. And the owner of it, he found another radio, or parts of a radio with a power switch. So we're going to try and change the power switch out on this one, because I bypassed it so that it would run. But he wants the power switch to work. So if you remember, the power switch is under here. Let's just pop this open. We'll pop the power switch off and see if the new one will fit. Or I should not say a new one, it's an old one, but it's off the same type of radio. This is the parts wreckers right here. So there's the switch. That's the one I bridged just to make it work. We'll undo the wire from here. And this capacitor is not even really necessary. It's just a DC bypass, so that can actually be removed. That wire is also, the insulation's also crumbling on this wire here. We'll just cut it. Okay, the old switch should just pop off of the actual volume control. A screwdriver in there, maybe under here. There we go. There it comes off the old switch. Get the old switch off, getting a new one will be a little more of a challenge. There's the old switch that's out of there. I got the new switch to go in place, complete with the wire and everything already on it for the condenser. That should be on now. Let's see if it's on. No, it's not. It should be beeping. What the hell? This switch doesn't work either. Right, nothing. It's open. Oh, that's on. Okay, the switch is on there, and this is what is on and what is off on this. That's probably off there, so that's on, and that is off. Okay, that clicks good. Now I was gonna get this to attach properly. That's the fun part, getting these tabs to lock in. There, I think I got it. Nope. There. That's better. Now we'll turn on. It's off now. Ah, it's on. Excellent. Let's connect the wires and test the radio out. Let's test the radio out. Turn on the good old power supply. We'll set the power supply for 10 amps. At a little over 6 volts. Positive. Not that it would really matter on a radio like this, because it's just driving a vibrator, which is going to convert it to AC to run the tubes. Okay, I need something for an antenna on here. Where's the antenna plug-in on this radio? I forget. It's on the top, I think. Yeah, on the top up here. Okay, let's see if we get any sound. Nothing. Oh. It's because there's no fuse in it. Oh. Okay, well, we'll hook it up without the fuse. Okay. Power. guess if I hook up something other than a screwdriver to it to act as an antenna, it might work a little better. Here, piece of wire.
As was the case stateside, energy leading this decline. We're down more than 1%.
Thing draws 6 amps. I'm giving it 7 volts, so it's causing interference to my TV. That's the vibrator. Not making a good connection to the antenna, but it's working. Of course, without an antenna, it gets nothing. Anyway, the owner of this one wanted the switch replaced. My wires are getting hot for my wires are getting really warm for my power supply. I was only drawing little 6 amps on it. Anyway, there it is. This one's fixed. That capacitor is not needed. If you're wondering why I haven't replaced that paper cap that was across the switch and ground, it's really not necessary. It was there basically to absorb impulse noise from the spark plugs of the day. But really, it's not necessary. And it's just one more thing to cause problems down the road, so I left it out for that reason. You see, this is the chassis that was sent to the owner. It's in really bad shape. This one here, somebody gutted this one and just gave it to him. Said, here, you can take the parts off this, but everything on this one is trash. Like the volume control itself, it's trashed. It's just completely jammed up. I guess it turns a little bit, but this one was in really sad shape for the tuner. I say this is the one with the tuner that you could set under the dial here. There was tuning controls. You take the front off and there was tuning controls. You could set 5 presets and then you step through them and it switched the switch on the back here. That switch would switch to each of the coils. Anyway, this one's back together, ready to go back to the owner, who's just going to sell it as a working radio. That's what he wanted it for, was so he could sell it complete as a working radio. It's had the caps replaced. We did that in a prior video. It's had all the critical caps replaced in it, including the cap across the vibrator and the transformer. It's had all the critical paper condensers replaced. So this one here should be good for a little longer. So say the guy that owns it, he's had it for like 60 odd years, and he's just getting it working so that he can sell it to another collector to go in a car. He doesn't have the car that this goes in. He's got actually an older car, but he wanted this one up and running so that he could pass it on to someone else who could take advantage of it for a car restoration. So there we go, old switch, new switch in it, now it works. Thanks for watching.